you. I hope you're doing well. So we're in the month of December, so happy December to you all. I want to start off by sharing this beautiful card that I got from Donna. It's the first Christmas card that I got this year, so I'm very excited about it. It's super cute. It opens up like that. Very, very adorable. So thank you so much, Donna, for sending me your card. I love it. Always love getting mail from you guys. So today we're making some cards for my stepdad. I've got a feeling that it's going to be a two-part series because I'm making the 6x6 and I've got 6 cards to make, which I've got a feeling is going to take me a while. So I will probably end up doing 3 in this video and 3 in the next week. We shall see how it goes. Maybe it's gonna go faster than I expect. I don't know. We will see. So we're gonna start off with this one, and so basically I've got my 6x6 card, and I get my envelopes for those on Amazon. And they're more expensive, but I know he gives them in person, so this way he's got plenty of room to write, because if you do mail out those, they are definitely more expensive. I'm thinking that for sure we're going to be doing some die cuts. I've got some die cuts. You can see that all of these have been cut already. So I'm going to be doing some I will be doing some extra. I'm not going to put sentiments on them because I'm not quite sure who he's giving them to, but I've got a feeling like it's all Christmas, so it's probably just regular Joyeux Noël, but it's going to work out without putting a sentiment. So I think the first thing is going to be choosing a base for it, and then we can decide. I'm gonna have multiple papers. I'm thinking at least 2. So this one is not inspiring me. I want something a little bit traditional for this one. I'm not getting exactly the type that I want with this. This could be a fun one to use as a back. Feels weird to use this one, so okay, so that doesn't work. The biggest part is choosing the papers, honestly. Like that's often where it takes me the longest. Maybe this one. I'm thinking I'm going to use red underneath the wreath, and probably I use that or do I use this red here? Okay, I'm not quite sure yet what I'm gonna do. So let's decide this first. I'm thinking I want to leave the white edge. So that's what I'm gonna aim for, and then we shall see if that works out after. And then I'm thinking for this, I want to make a square, so I'm going to do, let's see, I don't want to make a square, I want to make, if I do 5 by 5, actually 5 by 5 might be cool. So I'm gonna do a 5 by 5 with this. Does it work 5 here? Yeah. Okay, so 5 by 5. And then I'm gonna divide this into 2 pieces. So I'm gonna align both corners to cut 2 triangles that are about the same size. Now, because this is 5 by 5, I'm gonna go 4 3/4 by 4 3/4, and I'm gonna do the same thing. And like so. So then I can put this on top of that. And voila, I've got a base. And then I was thinking for this, might be cool. I have these pieces that are dark, so could be fun. And I'm gonna use a red again. So it could be fun to run my machine with a larger circle in the red. Whoops. And then do the a scallop with the dark green. So I've got the circles here. So which one is my circle? So this is my regular circle. So I guess I'm gonna go with the big circle in right, yeah, it's gonna have to be the big circle. And then unless I go with this circle, yeah, I'm gonna go with this circle in red and then the bigger circle in green. Because I feel otherwise I'm not going to see much of the Like, I don't want to see all that much of the red. I just want a little bit. So I think this will be better if I go this way. So hopefully it works out. Anyway, if it doesn't, we can always change plans. Because I feel otherwise there's not going to be enough green. Like, there would be only that much green on it. And I don't want, I want more green. So we're going to go with the green. And that will be that. So let's see how that goes. So this would be like this. Then I would have this. This I need to put with this piece so I don't lose it. Because I'm going to need it for another card. Okay, so put this on here. There's going to be something like that. And then this, and then that on top of this. And I'm thinking maybe I can add a little bit of bling at the top and here at the bottom. I colored these image with my Patreons, my bestie tier. It was a super long video, and like, I mean, hours long video. It is for sale in my Patreon shop if you're interested in seeing that. It was very, very long. Okay, so I'm gonna put this on top of that, and then this on top of this one, and then put that on top here, and I'm gonna add something at the top, and at the bottom here. And this is my first card. Okay, so then next one, we're going to be playing with this one. What did I do with my dies? Okay, so this one has this die here. This was that. So we're going with this big one. And this is the label 13, and there's not really another one that I can go with because it's a special type of shape. I'm wondering if I want to keep this to go with my candy cane. I'm thinking that yes, I think that would be better. So let's see what I can use for this one then. This could be possibly a pretty color. And I could line it with red. Can I use because this is not, this is kind of small. So I'm gonna go with this one because I would cover fully the red. So let's do that. Let's 6 by 6. Hopefully covers it. Yeah, it's pretty good. Okay, so then this is gonna be the base. Then I'm gonna have this on top. And then I'm gonna be using that same red for underneath, so I'll cut that out of this piece. And then I could put a piece, let's say like that. Is that the same red? Yes, I think it is. And then I could put something like this on here and then put maybe a bow with this red tape. Like make a bow with this. I'm hoping my bow easy is right there, so I can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna be making, and I need to make sure that this opens the right way. Making my cut and using this center, this piece in the center of it, so because it's not going to show anyway once it's glued down, and the other paper's on top. So in order not to waste, I can use it. I also remove some of the weight on the card for mailing it out, which I know you won't be, but still. Okay, so this is gone. This will go on top of that. So I'll tape this right away so that I'm not looking for my piece later, because it's red and might just disappear on my desk. Okay, so there's that. My card is here. I'll just tape this down. Like so. And then cut this out. Okay, and then I'll put this here. I'm thinking that I should cut it out. Okay. And then I was thinking that I could do a stripe. I'm trying to figure out how best to do this so I'm not wasting as much paper. I could cut this out so that I've got the full length of it, since it's not even the same type of paper, and then cut this out and then this, so it's not as wasteful. And this is going to be the full length of this. So I will glue this down. To this. Why is it not? It's crooked. Like, it's big time crooked. How is this so crooked? Okay, so that's better. Oops. Here we go. And then I'm going to put this on top. Oh, come on. I was gonna do a bow out of this, but now I'm wondering if it's gonna even work out. In the sense that it's fraying so much. I'm not sure how, if I make a bow, if it's gonna fray like crazy like this. I guess I could try and see. Okay, make sure that this opens up that way. Because my goal was to put this like this and to have a bow. Like here. So let's see. I make a bow out of this without having a disaster on my hands. I think usually I make double bows, but I don't think I will this time around. I think I'm just gonna try to make a single bow. If that works out, I'll be happy. And that's going to be enough. Okay, so this will be my bow, and I'll glue it with Sucon tape, kind of across. Hopefully it's gonna help keep the base also secure. And I've got glitter everywhere, of course. It's part of the charm of working on Christmas cards, right? So I'm gonna put this like so. And I'm gonna put a little bit of bling on the top and bottom here. And and voila, we've got another card done. And as I expected, this is a pretty long video, so it's only going to be one, it's going to be part 1 of 2 because I'm never going to be able to finish like it's going to be too long. So I'm not quite sure how I want this one. I'm gonna be putting this, but I could be putting it in another direction. Like I could put it like this. And this is gonna have a layer like that. Of green. Or I could do another one with it at the bottom. And I could use this type of green underneath. Yeah, so let's do that. Okay, so I'm gonna use this here. And I'm gonna do a base of 6 by 6. Six by 6, and then I can put this here like that. I was going to leave this, which would have been a big mistake. So let's do that first. Okay. So this with that, with this on top, like this here, and then with that. Yeah, I think that's cute. This on top of this, and this on top of this. And finally, this on top, like so. So here's my last card. So these are the 3 cards that we've done. I don't feel like this one needs the red. I felt like it needed it here because it was very green, but this one, with the fact that it's beige, I think it's enough. So those are my first 3 cards. The next video will be all about using these 3 images. So I hope that you will come back for that video. And that's it for now. Love you guys so much. Take care, and I will see you soon. Bye.